Ami Agnik of the Congress, Hassan Kamal, a Vice President of Muslims for Secular Democracy. Kumar Ketkar is with me in the studio, and Manoj Ladwa, he is Chief Executive Officer of MLS Chase, strong Modi supporter, part of the Modi camp. My first question is to Meenakshi Lekhi. You know, Meenakshi, even if he gets a standing ovation from 18 American cities in the Indian population there, he's not going to get your party to back him. So the real problem for Narendra Modi is that he's trying very hard at projecting himself, but the problem is in Delhi, in 11 Ashoka Road.
There is no problem in Delhi at 11 Ashoka Road. The 11 Ashoka Road has its own strategies and will do anything to win the elections and project its own leaders when it's necessary, will not be succumb to any pressure, whether by media or by opposite camp. That's number one. Number two, when
you're saying the party is going to project him now next? You're saying this is going to happen next? When will that happen?
I am saying when will that happen, or when what strategy the BJP will take? Yes. Will definitely be announcing it to all the people.
No, but aren't you don't you get a feeling?
And let me, Arnab, I have not finished my answer to your question. So let me first answer to your question. When you talked about NRI, drumming support from NRI and not getting support from his own party, I think you're wrong on both counts. The NRIs want to know exactly what's going wrong in the country,
they are not voting.
Right in the country. NRI support...
They don't vote in an Indian election.
Absolutely, they are not... Absolutely, they don't vote in Indian election, but they definitely invest in Gujarat, and they do come and visit the state of Gujarat.
So Modi is not telling them to invest in Gujarat. Modi is making a speech like a national leader. Meenakshi, why are you avoiding the unavoidable?
He is a national leader.
You're avoiding the unavoidable, which Manoj Ladwa also... You know,
I am not avoiding the most...
The fact is, why isn't there an honesty about it? Why isn't there an honesty about it?
No,
why isn't there an honesty about the fact? Why is there no honesty, Meenakshi, about the fact that yes, Narendra Modi is trying to be Prime Minister. Yes, this projection is not aimed at becoming a Chief Minister after 5 years. This is projection to be the next Prime Minister of India. Why is there no honesty about the fact? The only reason I think is because 11 Ashoka Road has not given the green signal.
There is
Kumar Ketkar.
No.
Kumar Ketkar, second point of view.
You're not letting me to speak.
Let's get everyone in. Let's get Kumar Ketkar. I come back to you.
No, but you are ending the discussion by your opinion. You're not
we are just beginning.
To make my opinion okay.
We're just beginning. I just want to get everyone's opinion. I come back to you.
No, my simple question is, not only to Meenakshi Lekhi, but anybody who is watching this channel, is that essentially Narendra Modi is not addressing the NRIs because they are not voters, they are not the decision makers in the BJP. He is addressing his own party's leadership, which is actually doubting what will happen if Modi is declared as a Prime Minister.
To address his own party's leadership, to address his own party, are you saying that you need to go today from Gandhinagar to 11 Ashoka Road through Chicago?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, because the middle class, the urban middle class, which aspires to be in US, actually they are RNI, resident non-Indians, this entire higher middle class.
I don't get that.
They are resident non-Indians, their aspirations are in US, their mind is in US, even if their feet are in India, and he is addressing them, their so-called aspirational point being US, by throwing the gauntlet he is actually trying to convince the higher middle class here, which will in turn bring the pressure on 11 Ashoka Road.
That's a pretty convoluted way of looking at it.
It is not convoluted.
It's a pretty convoluted way of looking at it.
Only one small point I will make.
We have two hands going up in Ahmedabad.
Only one small point.
We have two hands.
Only one small point for two hands is that Gujarat is a story of prosperity for last 13 years according to Modi or more. Now, why only this year he is so aggressively campaigning among NRIs?
No, because America has a special significance. America has a significance for Modi because he has been refused an American visa since 2005. This he's saying I'm going to
was refused 8 years ago, and his campaign in the NRI has started in last 4 years and more aggressively in last 1 year. So his campaign is naturally addressed for becoming a prime ministerial candidate to his party and to the higher middle class, which will bring pressure on the party. Otherwise, he should have campaigned. If it was for investment and politics, he should have campaigned aggressively for the last 8 years. Last 8 years, he has not addressed so many meetings with NRIs.
I'll get Manoj Ladwa. You go to Dallas, Phoenix. My question to Manoj Ladwa is, Dallas, Phoenix, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Los Angeles and Baltimore. How do they help take you to Delhi?
Look, this is nothing about Delhi. I'm an NRI. I'm a person of Indian origin that's lived and brought up in the UK, and I've lived there for many, many years. What I'm interested in is about the development and growth of India. What I'm interested in is about India's prosperity as well, because I am directly connected through my lineage to India. So today, what you saw, and I saw the entire speech, I'm not sure if the other panelists saw the entire speech.
Yes, of course we did.
Early in the morning.
Yeah, we did.
It was repeatedly shown on Indian media.
What Narendra Modi was doing was engaging, was explaining, was doing things that other politicians do not do. And that is the biggest accusation around the world about politicians is that they're aloof. They're not connected.
That's all right. No, it's great, but it is aimed at being Prime Minister or not. No, it is aimed at being Prime Minister. It is aimed at being continuing to be Chief Minister. Why is that? Why don't we hit the nail on the head? Manoj, let's be honest for once tonight on the News Hour. This is all aimed at drumming support to be Prime Minister of India. Why do you and Meenakshi Lekhi get all squeamish? No, why do you get squeamish when I ask you the Prime Minister question? Why do you avoid it? Why are you almost blushing and why are you embarrassed when I ask you the Prime Minister question?
Narendra Modi woke up this morning. It's not, the fact of the matter is, it's not that Narendra Modi woke up this morning and suddenly decided that he's going to be engaging with the NRIs. He engaged with the NRIs 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, before he was even Chief Minister.
Not as aggressively as he's doing now, not as aggressively. Ever since the elections 2014 started coming closer, he is addressing only last 2 years more aggressively. Earlier he did address. But now he is addressing for a different purpose. Earlier he was addressing primarily for investment. Now he is addressing to get support for the Prime Ministerial candidature.
Well,
there's a difference.
Ami Yagnik, fourth point of view, Ami Yagnik. Yes, please.
Arnav, this is, you can very clearly see these are the efforts of a desperate individual. He is trying to tell his party people, his allies that, see, I'm talking to these NRIs and garnering support, but this is not going to lead him anywhere. If he is talking as a Chief Minister, as a successful Chief Minister of one of the states of India, he should restrict himself to the progress of Gujarat. He did not touch Gujarat. He did not talk about those numerous villages where water is not reaching right now, the ground reality. He is not talking about the great defeat in Karnataka, but he is talking about what India should do, what somebody should do to take India forward, talking about China issues. Well,
no, is there a ban on a Gujarat Chief Minister from talking? Just playing devil's advocate. Is there a ban on a Gujarat Chief Minister for speaking on national issues? No, is there a ban? Is there a ban? Is there a ban?
To these NRIs in several countries.
Is there a ban on a Gujarat Chief Minister from speaking on national issues? I don't understand that. You can, that argument is also not holding. Maybe the Congress is insecure.
No,
Maybe you're insecure.
There is no ban. But he should be talking to his party people. He should be telling all this to the people of India, not to those NRIs.
One of the points he makes.
And he should tell the truth. He should tell the truth about Gujarat. Why this Gujarat model he is talking about? What is
I find
model?
A change of line. In this,
the fact of the matter is that everybody in the world has got their eyes on India, on India's progress, on India's development. And Narendra Modi is seen to be one of the tallest leaders in the country, a leader that has performed. That's why people are interested, not just NRIs. Politicians around the world, opinion formers around the world are interested about the Gujarat model and how Narendra
so the question
Modi
is, okay, very good.
To develop the state.
January 2009, before I go to Mr. Hasan Kamal, Meenakshi Lekhi, I take your view that he is not doing this to project himself as Prime Minister. I take the view of Manoj Ladwa that he is doing it to project Gujarat, the achievements of Gujarat. In that case, January 2009, Narendra Modi says, I am not in any race. Just the way Gujarat has progressed, India will also develop under the able leadership of Lal Krishna Advani. Will he say that now?
Depends what the party's decision is. If the party's decision is to project Mr. Advani,
you know what I mean, Meenakshi.
Definitely.
You know what I mean.
No, I think you also know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
I think you also know what I mean.
No, I'm trying to understand.
I mean, you have to understand. No, I am also making you understand. He is speaking the language.
Does it seem to you he wants to be
party wants to take a decision?
Well, I mean, he's pushing the party.
He doesn't want to be the prime minister.
No, is he pushing the party or not?
The party's decision.
Is Narendra Modi pushing the party or not?
Everybody, every member and the office bearer of BJP is supposed to push the interest of Bharatiya Janata Party.
No, is he pushing? No, that's not what I meant. Is Narendra Modi?
Sorry, he is not. There is a difference.
He did not mention Bharatiya Janata Party as often as he talked about the governance, about the misgovernance of the UPA. Interestingly, everybody is not letting me finish my point. My point is very simple. Whether it's the lowest of the low or highest of the high, anybody in Bharatiya Janata Party happens to be a worker and needs to put UPA on the mat on bad policy and ill governance. The issue of corruption and ill governance is haunting the country, and that is what
you're
people
generalizing
outside the country also are interested in knowing.
You're generalizing
it is not general. It is not general. It is very specific.
He was not talking about the BJP. He was not talking about the great leaders of the BJP.
People put similar questions and want me to address. He is a senior leader and he has to address what in his dream, what in his scheme are the right things which the country should take forward.
That is perfect, all right. Nobody is disputing that.
Sir, come on, Meenakshi.
Nobody is disputing his right to talk about India and governance. But he was not campaigning, was not seen to be campaigning for the BJP. He never said that there are 5 or 10 leaders who can become Prime Minister. He did not say that the BJP is actually the ruling party which has governance. He did not mention any other state BJP ruled in which he said governance is there. He did not mention Karnataka, but that can be understood. He did not campaign for the BJP.
Karnataka, we all know how we lost.
He campaigned for himself. He campaigned for himself and his rule in Gujarat.
That there was a division of votes?
No, he was campaigning only for his leadership. He was not campaigning for BJP.
Let's get a view. Hassan Kamal. Hassan Kamal. No, watch it.
No, but Gujarat was developing even before.
Okay. So the question is, Meenakshi wants it.
Sorry, I'm not able to hear. If it's Mr. Ketkar, then Mr. Ketkar should learn to restrain. He's not the Congress spokesperson. He comes in the capacity of a respected journalist and he is behaving like a Congress spokesperson.
No, not at all. In fact,
might as well take that. Might as well take that position. He's welcome to do it.
Meenakshi, why are you pointing your arrows at Mr. Ketkar? I am simply asking you.
No, because he's not
I am not defending Congress, Meenakshi. I am not defending Congress. I have no interest in defending Congress.
He's not letting me speak.
May I please? Hassan Kamal, do you think Narendra Modi is projecting himself? Meenakshi Lekhi says no. He's not projecting himself. It's not about wanting to be Prime Minister.
He doesn't need to.
Hassan Kamal.
Well, yeah. Well, let me say at the very outset, it was all I, me and myself. He was not talking about our country. He was not talking about the party. He was talking about himself. And also it was a very poor show. The talk of chicken biryani and all that sounded very cheap. I think he's very desperate on 2 accounts. One, that he is not getting US's visa. And 2, that the myth about his becoming the national leader has been totally broken. And now he wants to convince his party men that it is not so, and he has got all the guts and elements to become the national leader. I don't think he is going to succeed in it, because a lot of people in his party also have started doubting his status of becoming a national leader. And well, addressing NRI doesn't mean anything. He is trying to create a lobby over there, but is that lobby going to help him in this country? I have all my doubts about it. I have all my doubts. He is trying to push himself and project himself as the next Prime Minister, but I think he is not able to convince his own party men about it. And
so that's
his
moot point, therefore.
Power of crowd
I think there's
moot point. Moot point. Manoj Ladwa, Manoj Badwa, moot point. Moot point is Moot point is NRI support is all okay. It's not going to help Narendra Modi realize his ambition of being Prime Minister. I'm sure you'll concede my point.
But did anybody listen to what he was saying? It seems that the previous speaker did not listen to what he was saying. It seems to be a different speech that he was listening to. What Narendra Modi talked about are two fundamental things that are expected in any leader, that of trust and that of unity. These are the two messages that came out from his speech, loud and clear. It was not about him, it was about Gujarat, it was about the country.
But Mr. Ladwa, Mr. Ladwa,
the whole world is looking at him.
Mr. Ladwa, this is not about what he said. Mr. Ladwa, this is not about what he said.
Of course. Why do you not want to debate on the substance of what he said? You want to discuss things that are frivolous.
No, Mr. Ladwa.
The most important point is on the substance.
Mr. Ladwa, the moot point is this is not about what he said. Suppose what Narendra Modi said is very laudable. If I concede that point.
It is laudable. Trust, governance, leadership, everybody will accept unity of the country.
So it's all right.
Who will challenge that? That is not the point. The point is he was driving himself.
Simple point is, and I don't believe in, going in a convoluted way. Will that make Lal Krishna Advani, Sushma Swaraj, Arun Jaitley, Rajnath Singh, and all the other top leaders, Murli Manohar Joshi, Jaswant Singh, Yashwant Sinha, Uma Bharati, will they all sit together and say that because this gentleman has a great support among NRIs, because he has a lot of popular appeal, let us sink our differences and make him a prime ministerial candidate, if not chairman of the campaign committee, if not the face of the election.
You forgot Mohan Bhagwat's name.
And Mohan Bhagwat. And if all that does not happen, Meenakshi Lekhi, that's the question. Isn't this pointless then?
I'll tell you how the decision making happens in the BJP.
Does not mean acceptability. These marketing strategies are now going overboard.
No, one second. You call it a market?
Because the question is put to me.
One second. Let her reply.
Of course.
One second. Question is to Meenakshi Lekhi. You know what I mean.
Yes. Now, the decision making in BJP is all the people you have named and name the gentleman, Mr. Narendra Modi, also in the same list. Now, all these leaders' popularity across the country will be tested. That who is the best person who can lead the next election so that BJP can come to power and Congress...
No, but Rajnath Singh himself has accepted that on popularity Narendra Modi is ahead.
Whichever is the best option, BJP will.
No, if popularity is the index, then Narendra Modi streets ahead. If popularity is the index, if popularity is the index, then Narendra Modi streets ahead.
I am not going by your theories. I will say, I will believe in the wisdom of the people of Parliament.
And I am going by your party president. I am going by your party president. Do you not? No, your party president has said. Your party president told me in an interview that in terms of popularity, Narendra Modi is ahead. You mentioned popularity and you say on the basis of popularity, we'll sit down and we'll decide. So Rajnath Singh should then project Modi.
Whoever can bring the swing and whatever brings the chances of BJP higher will be the choice.
So you admit that an individual needs to be projected. By that statement, you concede. By that statement, you concede an individual needs to be projected.
That will be a strategy which BJP will take a call on. Just because Mr. Goswami is asking, I am not bound to answer this.
Don't answer but you have conceded that by your own argument, an individual needs to be projected.
And in Chintan
and the next time you...
they said that he is the most popular leader. In Chintan Baitak in Delhi, Narendra Modi was described as the most popular leader of the BJP.
Strategy will be accepted. And
so if he is declared as most popular, then why don't you project him?
I don't know who's in a bind.
I mean, you are calling him the most popular, and we are supposed to buy that argument. Maybe we'll buy that argument at an appropriate time. I don't know.
Your party Karyakartas were shouting, and Rajnath Singh considered in your Chintan Baitak platform that he is the most popular leader. So I don't mind his being popular leader. So let you declare. I don't mind he's the most popular leader. I have no grudge against him. I have nothing personal about Narendra Modi.
And Mr. Ketkar, I appreciate your compliments for Mr. Narendra Modi. At an appropriate time, the call will be taken.
The decision has to be taken.
Made. We are not bound by your decisions as and when you want. We should give you the answer. We are not bound by that diktat.
Okay. What
we
about
will take our time? We will make an announcement. We will do whatever we have
Meenakshi
to do. And we will take a call.
Meenakshi Lekhi, would you concede as that your greatest political rival and also your greatest nightmare, Narendra Modi, is the only leader with this kind of support in the NRI? Would you admit that to some extent Narendra Modi has an edge on popular appeal, not just in India?
No, anybody who has visited US will easily identify and easily recognize that Narendra Modi is one of the most popular leaders among the NRI.
So Ami Yagnik, would you say that constituency doesn't matter because it's not a voting constituency?
I'm saying that constituency matters because it influences the middle-class opinion here.
Ami Yagnik.
And also the leadership here.
Ami Yagnik.
BJP leadership is influenced by NRI.
Sure. Debate has gone a little astray. No answers are coming from the BJP spokesperson. You are asking a certain question.
What answers?
And the question is not being answered. But NRI votes or no votes or NRI wooing or not wooing does not set the party or the allies stand clear in this particular debate. No answers are coming forth. The only thing that comes out, which is very simple, is that the aspirations of a single person is taking a via route through, just as you said, through those NRIs to make a point to the party people that, look here, I am getting a lot of popularity and this is my base and this happens to be my huge constituency, which does not matter in fact. So this is what
go ahead, last rebuttal.
To the party and to the allies, but not a direct and only speaking against the UPA or the central government does not lead you anywhere. That doesn't speak too well of a statesperson if there is one there.
Well, is Modi exhausting his armory? Is there still an opportunity for him to gain? And even if all the NRIs support him, will it help him unless 11 Ashoka Road backs him? Meenakshi Lekhi, you raised your hand again. I'm totally short of time on this debate. We'll follow it up, and the next time we'll get a more detailed perspective. We'll get some voices from America as well on how they view, the fact that the party, Bharatiya Janata Party, seems to have a hands-off policy as far as Narendra Modi is concerned. We'll watch out for that. By the way, Modi also skipped the crucial parliamentary board meeting and they said it was because of a toothache. Many people thought it wasn't a toothache, it was something else. Maybe an expression of his own anger with his party leadership. We'll see where the story goes. Let's see whether they project Mr. Modi. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.